Hey, what's up, boys? Back with episode number 2. Hopefully we're in focus. It's kind of hard to see on this camera, but this is episode number 2 of the little M20 install for this car. If you guys didn't watch the first episode, I kind of went over what was wrong with my M20, but this isn't the stroker motor I'm building for the car, but that's not going to be done until like the end of next season. So to be able to drive the car comfortably, because the motor in that's shot and I think it's basically on the verge of blowing up, I have to put a temporary motor in. So that's what we're doing. And we're just kind of, we're just going to keep this motor for another build after I take it out. I'll probably use this motor for a turbo build for the E30 Coupe that we're going to be doing next. But yeah, if you guys didn't check the first episode, if you guys just stumbled across this one, check that one out. We degreased it yesterday, and cleaned it off today with the wire brush, and just got her taped off. So she's almost done taped off. For paint, we're just going to do some gloss black on it. Nothing too crazy, but I want to make the motor look decent when I put it back in. And the biggest thing is 0 leaks, because when I put the other motor in, when I did my 5-speed swap in 2020, I thought I was going to have no more leaks, and we ended up having leaks. So we got like 3 or 4 leaks in that motor right now. So the motor is right here. I'm going to flip you around here in a second and just show you the condition of it before we do the paint, because that's going to be what's going on next. I probably won't record. I'll probably just like do clips before and after or whatever. Alright, so just lay down some tarps just on a good nothing, covered up the bike. But yeah, we have the motor here. It looks pretty decent for what it is. I mean, it's got surface, or it has surface rust on it, so I'm not really sure if you can see it. It's not too much on this side, but got the motor covered up just enough where it's not gonna get no overspray and anything. Basically right here is where we got the most amount of like the surface rust. So got everything that I don't want painted all taped off. Just gonna paint the freeze plugs, not a big deal. But yeah, that's overall what I gotta do. Gotta go get some cars out there. Gotta go to Menards and get some paint. So we'll do that real quick, get it primered up, see what time it is, because I'm freaking starving. I'd like to get it primered and painted tonight, and then let it, you know, cure all day tomorrow, and then do some stuff on the weekend. But got basically everything covered up. Got my new timing gear, like I said, so that's right here. That's ready to go. Got a new hood shock. Let's go get some paint. I'll primer it up, throw some clips in, and then paint it, and then throw some clips in, and then yeah, should be ready to put the new parts on, and then basically ready to go in the car next weekend. So, but we'll talk about more stuff here later. So. Alright, let's see if we can get some recording here. But got the long lens on, so a little tight here. But as you see, we have the block all painted up. Looks really nice for what it is, obviously. So yeah, we got her all painted up last night. I'm gonna let it cure, like I said, today. Recorded this clip earlier, but it ended up getting deleted, or it didn't have any audio, so I had to redo it. But yeah, came out pretty good for what it is. Obviously, it's just gloss black, so nothing too crazy, but just wanted to go over like what it looked like up close, and how it came out and all that stuff. So obviously you saw the clips before this, little b-roll clips, but came out pretty good. So basically we're all ready to do the work, just have to start doing the work on that this weekend. So like I said, I'm not sure how much I'm going to record of it, but we have the cam gear seal to do, timing belt, water pump, and then main seal, and then the seal for the intermediate shaft, or the timing gear, which I have a new gear for that. So that'll come off, go in the garbage, and yeah, we're just going to be replacing the seals for those, and that's basically all the seals that we're doing. And then of course new intake manifold, oil pan, transfer over my oil pump. But I just wanted to do a little quick video of how it came out. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. I'm not sure how much I'm going to record of the process of doing like this head stuff, but we'll go over, you know, all the stuff as we proceed with the episode. So basically just doing all those parts today and maybe starting to get the engine out next weekend on my car itself. And yeah, that should be the end of this episode. So I'm probably gonna make this one like between like 12 and 15 again, and then the last episode will be taking mine out, installing the new one, and I still gotta do some more head cleaning, but for now it's good enough. So yeah, on to the next clips. I'm not sure what it's gonna be, but she definitely came out decent for what it is. $20 worth of paint and about 2 hours or something worth of wire brushing and getting, you know, the motor all good. So go ahead and push her back over here, and that's it for this clip. So yeah, E30's out there looking pretty decent. Just got done washing it today, but let's push this motor back and take some photos for Instagram, and hopefully we can get this in the car pretty soon. So yeah. All right, little update. Sorry for the noise, but got everything off the front of the motor, got everything cleaned up. Doing this seal right now. Already got the timing cover seals done. Got the new water pump to go on. New gear. Got the old gear down here. Actually, the timing belt that was on it was not bad at all, but might as well do it. So yeah, we got the old gear right there. We can get this to focus. But yeah, we got the old gear right there for the oil pump. Got the new seals in these. So yeah, basically just putting everything together, putting the new seal on this for the cam sprocket or whatever. And then we have 4 new ones of these for the front and rear. And then yeah, throw the timing stuff on. And my biggest worry was taking off the bolt right here that goes on the crank bolt, but with my big Milwaukee impact, it came off super easy. So I hardly even had to pull the trigger. But this is a 300-pound nut right here when it comes to torquing, so that'll have to get torqued after the motor's like, you know, fully put back together and in time, so I can hold the motor to not move. But just want to do a quick little update clip going over things that I'm doing. So after I get this stuff done, we'll take off the rocker covers, put those on, and then yeah, putting this stuff back on. Got the RTV and everything to go on it, and yeah, we'll pretty much be done with doing stuff except for the rear main seal, which is hard to get to on the actual stand, so probably won't do that until after the motor is off, and then we'll have to put it on that to hold the motor so I can go ahead and do that rear main seal. But other than that, we're pretty much good. Then basically it's just swapping it in the car. I gotta go get me some new spark plugs, and yeah, let me get the rest of this stuff put back together tonight. So yeah, just quick little update clip. Got a couple more seals. Like I said, we got the new gear, which I'll show you over here. So here's the new upgraded gear that's going to be going on after the timing cover's on the bottom, and obviously this is the newer version. So I was a little nervous to do this at first, but I think I'm doing a pretty good job, and shouldn't have no problems. Obviously the timing belt putting on is the very last thing to do. I gotta clean up the timing gear down there, and then we should be ready to go. But let me get this all back together, get the new seal up top, and yeah, we can definitely get this done tonight so we can get ready for install. All right, boys, so motor's over here kind of like pushed out of the way because we got so much stuff in here, but everything is finally done with this process. So new timing belt on, new water pump, new seals for the crank seal, and then the intermediate gear seal. Also, we got the new gear in there, like I said. So yeah, like I said, this is the forged one, so it's the newer style that comes on like the later M20s. So we got that on. Obviously, new timing belt tensioner. I got a Gates belt. Here's the old intermediate gear, which is this is for the oil pump. So got new seals for those. Did the new cam seal as well. New timing belt, obviously, new water pump. So everything's basically done for the motor. I do have to go get some spark plugs, so I'm about to go to O'Reilly's real quick and grab me some spark plugs. And then a pilot bearing, because I forgot a pilot bearing. This came off of an auto car, so obviously there's no pilot bearing. So it's honestly good, because it's always annoying trying to get the old pilot bearings out. But yeah, I got to go to O'Reilly's to get the pilot bearing. It says they have one in stock, so I'm going to go there and see if it's actually in stock, because I got to get spark plugs anyways. So yeah, spark plugs that, and then the last part of this episode is going to be, I'm just going to do one last drive before we pull the car in to pull the motor out for the next episode, and kind of just do like a before and after drive, because I'm going to be doing that in the next episode as well. So I might as well do like a driving clip showing how the motor is, and I'll kind of explain a few things like while I'm driving it. And then of course you guys already heard, if you guys checked the other episode out, all the knocking and stuff that the car makes. And I'll show you like a first start, so when the car starts up you see all the smoke come out of it, just so you guys can get a feel for actually how the stock motor is. But everything came out pretty good. It's my first time doing this myself. I did have some help putting on the timing belt because it was kind of annoying to get on. But yeah, this is my first time doing everything else. Water pump, the crank seal, all that stuff. That was the first time. Like I said, the only thing I was really nervous about was the crank bolt coming off, but with my big impact, like I said, it came right out of there. Didn't have any problems with it coming off. So like I said, motor's done, so let's go do O'Reilly's real quick, and then the next clip will be a little driving clip and kind of go over like the motor itself. And then yeah, the next episode will be taking it out, putting the new motor in. So I probably won't record too much of it. I'll probably record it like when I take the motor out, and then swapping over all the accessories. I do have exhaust studs, so I got to get those out of my other head that's on the car right now, so I can screw those out, put them into here, and then basically just swapping everything over. Obviously the oil filter and all that good stuff. So but let's stop talking, do this little last driving clip, and yeah, kind of go over a few things. And then next episode we're going to be doing the install, and then we're going to do first start and first drive, and then obviously I'll probably wait like a week of driving it and then give you my overall thoughts of what it's like to have an actual stock good running motor in the car for now while I'm building the stroker. You can see me good. I'm not sure if I'm in focus because I'm using a manual focus lens, but too dark. It's probably too dark. But as you see, we got 3 camera angles going, so I'm not sure I'm going to edit this or whatever, but I just wanted to go ahead and as far as the one that's on the the odometer and stuff, I'm not sure how much that's going to stay because it's kind of on like a setup. It's just going to flop around, but we're going to basically just do a little drive here and kind of show you how the car acts, and just like give you my overall thoughts of driving the car with this motor that's currently in it, which obviously, as you know, is the stock motor. We currently have 278 811 on the motor. So I got my foot on the gas right now. It's not idling. It never idles really great. Sometimes it's idling good. A lot of times it's not idling good. It's burned a lot of oil, so I had to put like a quart of oil into it because it's burnt a quart of oil in probably like the last maybe 300 miles or maybe 200 miles. I'm not really sure. But she burns hell of oil. Crazy. Like if you see normally, like if you saw the startup clip, you saw it shoot smoke out the back. But we're just gonna go on a quick little drive and just kind of go over what I think about the motor and how I got to drive the car, so the motor doesn't like blow up before I get the other one installed. So come on, you slow Jeeps. All right, let's go. Now when it comes to this car, I do not rev over like 3,000 to 35. That's my very max. And if you do know M20s, they like to be, when it starts getting into power, around like the 3,500 to the red line. So between like 3,000 to about 6,000, or 35 to 6,000, that's usually where it's like happy places. And I can't get this car into that range whatsoever. It just does too much. It feels like the motor's going to blow up essentially. Obviously being low compression, I'll put those compression numbers on the screen right now. But we're just going to drive down the street. I'm going to go take some photos today as well. But I just wanted to go ahead and shoot this little clip just so you guys can see like how that car actually acts. being driven. Just normal driving, not spirited driving or anything like that. So, and this dickhead's turning it with no fucking, look at him. No bumper, no rear bumper. Oh my God, what the f?
What the hell is even that?
That's what happens when you live in Indiana and there's no car inspection. You can just drive whatever the hell you want. So I'm definitely gonna put that part of the clip in here. Even though this motor is shot, the exhaust sounds so beautiful. But I'm just gonna take you down this road, do a little kind of like a pull, I guess. I'm not going over, you know, 35 or 4 grand. But just at that point, it just feels like it's starting to struggle. Not like fuel or anything, but it just feels like it's starting to struggle, like valve float or whatever it is. I'm not really an engine guy. One second here. Just has no power. It just seems like it struggles to even get up there. So I can't even do a pull. It just feels like super, I don't know, super shitty. So, but that's gonna be the end of this video. Be sure to check out episode 3. We're gonna start doing the motor this week sometime, or the weekend, depending. But yeah, we're gonna pull this motor out, throw the new motor in, so we should be good to go after that. And then we'll do like a driving clip at the end of the next episode as well, so we can do it kind of like I do like the same setup with the GoPro right here on the odometer and all that stuff, just to see how it feels. And then I'll do like a before and after of how I think it feels compared to you know, driving it with a bad motor. So thanks for watching the videos. I gotta pull over so I can stop all the cameras, but peace. Alright, just a little clip right after I finished that. The spark plugs just went out, so they're fouled out, as you can hear it. So yeah, the spark plugs just went out right at the end of the filming this video, so looks like we're going to be changing spark plugs. But yeah, that's a gist of what's wrong with this motor. It fouls out plugs like every 300 miles, if that, on at least 2 or 3 cylinders. So thought I would throw this little clip in there at the end. You hear it? Misfiring and shit. So yeah, it's ironic that it did that during the same time. So yeah, can't wait to get this new motor in, I swear.